Hi everybody, I'm Nicole and this is day 5 of sewing for my future kids. So I mentioned yesterday, I'm gonna sit down. I mentioned yesterday that I need to get matching thread color to match the fabric so that I can finish with the bias binding. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do today. I will go get that at my nearest fabric store, which happens to be Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna go there real quick, find some matching thread, maybe grab, a few more things than I need. But I did want to talk about, once I finish this bias binding, I'm thinking of starting like matching bloomers or matching little diaper cover. And I have a few designs in mind. I did try out a vintage Laura Ashley pattern that I had that happened to have bloomers in the pattern, and not that I don't like them, I just don't think it suits the style of this shirt. So here is like, a halfway project. Ignore this part, but they're cute. I just don't think they are, I don't know, I just don't think they match well. So I found a few designs that I might edit here and there and see if I can figure out the pattern. So I'll show you guys how I do that. Not that it's like professional in any way, it's just what I'm gonna do, or what I don't know, you guys just see it happen on the spot. So we'll do that later. So yeah, let's go get some matching thread and check the clearance section at the fabric store, because sometimes I find really cute things there. I think I see a cute ones here. I think one of these might be really useful. I find that my big ironing board is kind of difficult to do like the smaller armholes and neck holes. So I got that. And then I'm going to get this little box to put my thread in, because I currently have, let me show you. I think you've seen it. I currently have the wooden one, but the wooden one keeps falling over since I don't have much space to work with, so this will be a little bit easier to store in my drawers. Now, one thing I'm looking for is a loop turner. I can't find it anywhere. And clips, because I want to be able to clip fabric to the table while cutting it. And I think I'm gonna have better luck somewhere else. And I need the red. Okay, so I think this is the closest. It's also the only option. So we got thread, we got a little sewing board, and I also got like a needle to repair knit sweaters. And then lastly, I got, oh yeah, the clearance gingham cloth. So now I'm gonna go and stop by Burlington's at this next store and see if I can find like clips to use on the table. I've seen them there before, and I just want to use it so I can hold down fabric while I trace. You can use weights too, but I don't know, I feel like clips would be easier. So let's go. Okay, I found the section I was looking for. Now I'm just gonna look for the clips. We'll see if I find them. I'll get back to y'all. Well, there wasn't anything. They usually have so many of those clips, but I guess this time around they're not there. So I'm gonna go to Ross, and there's a Home Depot next to the Ross, or pretty close by, which should most likely be the place I should end up at if I really want to find these clips. But why would I miss out on a good Ross trip, So let's go do that, and then I'll be back, and then we'll get to sewing, because we gotta do that. So it's clearly dark outside and it's close to nighttime, but I figured that since this video ended up being a little bit short, we could start on the bloomers. And I have a little bit of work done on it already, but I wanted to show you what I have. This is a pattern that I have from a vintage Laura Ashley pattern, which I'll show you right here. And I used the bloomers from this pattern in the smallest size, and this is actually the pattern itself. So I cut it on transfer paper, and as you can see, it's like this. So essentially it's gonna end up, if I were to follow the pattern, it's gonna end up looking like this. I didn't finish the other side because I was just practicing, but this would be how it ends up. Now, personally, I don't really like how it looks for the tank top. It needs to be a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit more whimsical looking. So I found a design where they kind of make this rounded here and then they have little buttons on the side. I'll try and insert a picture. But there was also another one that was almost the same with like just not as tiny in the middle, which I'll insert the other picture. So I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out how to make this pattern into one of those pictures. So I folded these two over to try and get something similar to this one. And I think it's gonna work out. Now, what I do have to take into account, I think, is that I need this elastic to remain the same length overall. And I just reduced it by like maybe 2 inches. I'm not too sure. Yeah, like about 2 inches. So those 2 inches need to go back over here. That way I don't lose that length over here. So this whole circumference, I need to add those 2 inches back here. Essentially probably just gonna cut this off and then just tape it. That should work. Let's try it. Just to make sure that both sides match, I'm gonna fold it like in hot dog style, like that, and then fold this one as well. Just fold it over. There you go. Like that, I think. And now I'm gonna just iron it that way. Here we go. Place it like that. Bring this up. And I was trying to make a curved version, but I'm not sure I liked it too much. So, like that. I'm gonna iron this, and then I'm gonna cut the little parts here and add them to the sides. Okay, so they have been cut, and you can see here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this piece, and I'm just gonna flip it over to here. So you can see it elongated that curve. And same thing over here. I'm gonna take it and then just flip it like that. In theory, this should work. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna tape these into place now. So now that it's all taped up, it looks like this. And one important thing to note is that the seam allowance, when I was attaching the seams on the waist here, it's 5/8 of an inch. So that's going to change a little bit because I'm going to make this lined. And for it to be lined, basically I'm just going to like sew all around here, 2 layers, and then flip it inside out, right? I'm thinking that'd be the best thing to do. And then once I do that, essentially this is just gonna have, this is basically gonna be attached by buttons with an elastic here, not by just like an elastic and a seam. So it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm thinking that, yeah, so when this folds over like that, I can lose like 5/8 of an inch on this seam here. That should be fine, I think. Because, okay, so this is gonna lose for sure because I need to, you know, it's all gonna have a seam where I attach the inner layer. So it's gonna fold in somehow. And so this is gonna get reduced and this is gonna get reduced. In the end, it's gonna fold over like that. I think it should be fine. I don't think I need to think about it too much, actually. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so one more thing I'm noticing is that I don't think the front part will have an elastic, just the back part will, according to what I see in the pictures. Maybe I'm wrong, but in that case, I need to figure out how long I'm going to make the elastic on the back and make a casing in the back, but not make a casing in the front, or maybe make a casing just a little bit on the back, but not all the way, so the front looks a little bit neater. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, but it's getting quite late, and I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts on this whole process, and I'll see you next time. Bye.